Hello everybody, this is Intuitive Retta. I told a few people that I'm just going to look into Kavanaugh and is he going to be appointed. I did a reading on Christine Baisley Ford against Kavanaugh, and that reading, if you want to see it, it's below. Maybe I'll put a link below, but it's this week, so I'll try to put a link below of that reading. And that reading did say, a couple of things, but also what was in question was his appointment. I seen that there was going to be a problem with his being appointed to the Supreme Court. So we're going to kind of check on that. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below, or dislike. Check me out on Intuitive Retta on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I try, when I remember, to do some daily divinations. I pull cards for divination on Instagram. So, let's see. I'm going to see what's going on around Kavanaugh. We're looking for like the Hierophant card. I'm really looking for a Hierophant card, so we'll see that. Let's see what's going on with him now. The Three of Wands. There's three people working together. So there's three people kind of working together in action. So does he have a team around him right now? He has someone that has his... He has someone that's directing him. There's another person that's probably, kind of... He has three people. So someone that kind of, is kind of like a gopher or something like that. And someone that's like kind of consulting him. But he has his defenses up, I see. He has his defenses up. He has his shield on. And he's standing proud and strong. So let's see. What is the cross to bear? Is the temperance, is the emotional ups and downs. So what's his cross to bear? I'm seeing someone pouring something to drink. I hope that he's not drinking right now because of the stress. I'm hoping that. I'm hoping that he's not drinking right now. I'm not sure if he ever drank or if it's a thought of him drinking. I don't know this man. So I'm hoping that he's not drinking, kind of dealing with the stress. I'm hoping that this is more in tune to he needs to kind of balance his emotions. I'm hoping that he doesn't take something before his hearing to kind of balance his emotions, or like an Ativan or like something to kind of... I'm hoping he doesn't take anything, or he's taking something. I'm hoping that even in that interview he didn't take something to kind of... Did you watch the interview? I don't think he's a good kind of public speaker. I don't know if the interview, in public opinion, is going to switch one team or the other. I think people are already in their stands where they are. Like if you're on this team or you're on that team, I think people have already drawn lines. I'm not sure if that interview would have swayed some people from one way or the other. I don't think so. I watched the video. I don't know. I just kind of felt... I don't know if he's like a deer in headlights, if he's kind of in shock, like post-traumatic stress or whatever, but he kind of was like a little dejected. So I'm wondering if he took something, to kind of calm his nerves, or, his wife gave him something to calm his nerves, even if it was a drink or whatever. I'm hoping that he doesn't take anything to kind of calm his nerves. I know he's trying to balance his emotions, and maybe his emotions are too balanced. That could be a problem too. I didn't feel any passion or anything from him in that interview that he did. But that's just my opinion, and like an opinion is buttholes. What did you guys think about his interview? I don't think that interview was probably I don't know if the interviewer was the best for him, or he's even like a personable person, or charismatic enough for the interview. I don't know. I don't think the interview swayed anybody one way or the other, basically. I don't think he has that charisma. Let me see. Underneath everything is the truth. So it's the truth. So this is his burden, is kind of his emotions or his lack of emotions. That could have been like his lack of emotions. Maybe it looked like he might have took something, but it's really his lack of emotions. Maybe that's his burden. He wasn't more emotional for us. I don't know if anybody felt that that interview was emotional. I didn't. So maybe that's what it is. His lack of emotions. Also, the the burden, the problem of everything is the truth, and there is some truth to what she's saying. It's the reading before showed that something happened. It's not telling me what, I don't know what happened, but something did happen back then. But they were both minors. I think she was 15. If she was 15, then he was 16. If she was 16, then he was 17. I believe he's only a year older than her. So, not saying that it's right or wrong, but we'll see. Sadness, the depression in the past. I've been seeing a lot of cups too. So it could also have been in the past. Was he drinking a lot? I know they said he was a drinker, so that could be his burden of times was drinking. So I'm trying to understand things. So temperance to me is, it could be about emotional instability, or it could be like drinking too much, instability of drinking too much. So this is like a burden card for me. When I put this card down, because I don't really do spreads, when I do the cross, it's like your burden. And so the burden is either his lack of emotional, his lack of emotional could be he has some drinking issues, or had the drinking issues back then, or it could be emotional imbalance. So, but everything is the truth, the truth. So the truth is coming out, whether it's his truth or her truth is coming out. This is a card, Two of Cups. This is like a sadness, depression. It could be a card of drinking. So he did, maybe in the past, maybe he did drink too much in the past. Maybe he had some problems with drinking in the past. Let's see, what's on his mind is Two of Swords. There's a lot of indecision that's in his mind. Like, he kind of doesn't know which way to go. At one time, he's like, this isn't worth it. But then there's at the other time, he's like, well, I got to, kind of fight for myself. And then he's hearing people, women telling him, you're horrible, this and that. And he's getting it from all sides. So he's feeling, even though in this one, it's like his suit is on and he's putting up his defense. It could be just an act of his defense. He's getting his defense together. But in his mind, so that could be his physical, getting an act of his physical defense. But in his mind, this is his thoughts. He's kind of like not sure what to do, which way to go, And you see these angry women above him. 3 angry women kind of yelling at him, and he's naked and vulnerable. So, the end. This is the same type of card that came up in the last room. Does he want to say, I'm done? He's indecision of whether he wants to actually stay. I know in his interview he said, I'm going to stay. I want to stay. I'm not going to let you fight. I'm not going to go down like that. I'm going to go. But I think in his head, he's kind of indecisive. I think he feels that this might be the end for him. There's indecisive ways. He's feeling all the angry women yelling at him. I think people have been yelling at him probably when he walks by or something. There's people yelling at him. So he doesn't really know which way to do or how to get himself out of this. But also he's feeling, remember I always say the Ten of Swords is like a death or the end or even a metaphysical end. And when I say metaphysical end, I feel like your spirit is just like done. You know, like you're just like, oh, like I'm giving up. So is that what he is feeling right now? Just to give up and wants to go away and just be with his family? Or does he feel like this is the end? And this is also a Knight of Wands, is to fight. So he's trying to decide. Maybe this is what's on his mind. Is he just going to give up and end it? So this could be a little story right here. So he's trying to decide with the Two of Swords as whether he's just going to end this and give up and try to lick his wounds and be with his family. But he knows that if he gives up on this, his life is kind of over. You know, I don't know if he can go back in the public sector. I don't know if he can be a judge again, because I think all judges are elected officials. So it will kind of be the end of everything. Or is he going to sit there and fight with passion and determination? Okay, let's see in the future for him a little bit. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing information. So the Knight usually, there's not too much thought. They kind of bring things forth into being, like information, money, so forth. The sword's down. So the sword's down. So to me, that's like no defense. I don't know on whose side that is, but the sword is down. Remember over here, I felt his defenses is up. He had his shield on, but his helmet's off there. And his shield is on the ground. So let's just see. There's no real information. Maybe that's telling me there's nothing to really fight. There's no real information. Or someone's going to bring in some information. I know you guys like the judgment. This is public opinion. So this is like the real thing that's going to come from the public. Remember I said this month is about public opinion. This is what it is. This is what the public is going to remember you by, or what you once was. What do you want them to say about you, Brett, on your gravestone? That you gave up, or that you fought? That you were this attacker, or that you fought against this accusation and won? This is a kind of defining moment for you. Dark Priestess. There's that dark imagery. Those dark inner demons. If you didn't have them in the past, you see this right here. And his wife. I see his wife and the Queen of Cups. So there's two women. So there's his wife and there's another woman. I don't know who the other woman is. And trying to hold it together. He's trying to hold things together, but he's not looking at what he has. He's looking for like a Hail Mary to kind of hold things together. It's not really telling me. I know it's a lot of public opinion, and the public opinion is very dark against him. So this Dark Priestess is telling me that the public opinion is very dark against him. And there's a mother, and then there's this woman. This could be the woman who's accusing him of it. So let's just see. It's not telling me if he's going to get it or not. It's just telling me a story. So let's talk about his appointment. Let's see. Talk about his appointment. What about his appointment to the Supreme Court on Thursday? What about his appointment to the Supreme Court on Thursday? Brett Kavanaugh. His appointment. Does it look good for him? Three of Wands. He got his defenses up. So this is telling me he got his defenses up. You know, he has someone who's advising him. He's got his defenses up. He's got his shield on. A lot of dark things are going to come out. A lot of inner demons. A lot of this woman's going to speak a lot of things. We'll see. Five of Pentacles is still telling me a loss. That's like a loss of a job, a loss of something. Stress. But then this is telling me fulfillment. So that's telling me fulfillment. So he's working together. There's still a window of hope. It's going to be stressful. But then he's going to get it. So it's telling me that some dark things are going to come out. Some disparaging things about him is going to come out. He's working together with a couple of other people with the plan for his defense and stuff. It's telling me a loss, but there's a window of hope. You know, I always talk about the Five of Pentacles is like a physical loss. Could be a loss of job, a loss of income, a loss of standing, but there's a window of hope. And it's a stressful time. But then this tells me fulfillment. This tells me fulfillment. So it looks like it may be touch and go with this whole appointment, but he might actually get it. I didn't see it before. The other reading was like he was done. And it's kind of the same cards I seen, but I see that it's going to be kind of touch and go, but he may get it. And what about what will happen afterwards? The truth. Four of Wands, holding it together. King of Cups, trying to see. Eight of Swords is imprisoned into that, trying to hold it together. So this is like the Eight of Cards. It looks like it's going to be stressful, but he's going to get it. It looks like he's going to get it. I think there's a couple of firm people behind him. Could be the president, could be the majority leader, and they're going to kind of push their agenda. And everybody's going to be heard, or words are going to be said, and they, you know, I still see that this woman has her people are rallying around her. They kind of look at her very virginal, very, you know, innocent and clean and truthful, and she has her things, and she's going to touch people emotionally. She's going to be working off of emotions. She's going to be working off of emotions. She's going to kind of play on people's emotions, but she's going to kind of box herself in the corner. She's going to kind of put herself in the corner, and it's kind of like trying to, she's trying to hold on to some things, memories of the past. A lot of confusion in regards to the memories of the past. So she's trying to talk about the past, but I don't know if people are going to relate to her with her storytelling. I don't know. People are just heard. Nobody's heard from her, kind of. But there's going to be so much. It's going to be kind of confusion. This is talking about the day. So it's going to be kind of confusion. People are going to feel that, you know, what she said was successful. People are going to kind of cheer her on. There's also this emotional, so this temperance, this emotional things. Are they going to talk about the drinking? Are they going to bring up a lot about the drinking? And then it's going to be delayed. So I see, it looks like it's still, I see a delay or a sickness or a delay. And trying to figure out which way to go. And then the Ten of Wands, which is like the end. And the change. But I don't know who this is. So it looks like this is going to be like a big drama filled. This could mean a lot of different things if you heard my story. So when I'm telling you this, it's like it's going to be a big story. It was going on about what her testimony, or if she testifies, who knows if she shows up, or whatever. But it looks like it's going to be stressful, but he's going to get it, or things are going to look good for him to get it. And then it looks like the end. It could be the end of this, of her testimony, or end of her decision. It's not really telling me. So I'm not a predictor to say, hey, this is what it's going to be. Because it's like a big story. So at this point, it's saying it's going to be stressful. It's going to be touch and go. It talked about her story, about her confusion. She's going to bring up the drinking. Or they're going to bring up the drinking. They're going to bring up, the memories of the past. It could be that they're delayed, or they're wanting to delay. They're trying to delay it. I'm seeing that it might be delayed. I'm still thinking that I don't think he's going to kind of get confirmed that day. Is he going to be the new Supreme Court? Nine of Cups. I think he might get it. He might. I don't think it's going to be that day. I think it's going to be postponed. I think it's just going to be a lot of drama. I don't even know what I said right now. This is like a long 21 minutes of it. I don't know if this made sense. It's like a lot of drama. It's like a lot of drama. It's telling the old story. It looks like people are going to say their truth. The chariot is going full steam ahead. I'm seeing that he has two people that's kind of backing him. I don't know who the two people are. There's going to be two important people that are kind of backing him. I think this is telling me success, but then, I'm seeing a lot of things transcribed. I see could be the end of this for him, of this nonsense that's going on. Well, it's not nonsense, but he's going to get cleared, or I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to pull up this video, because this is not really telling me nothing. It's not really telling me nothing. I can't even give a affirmative action that's saying, hey, it's telling me the story. It's telling me what she's going to say, what he's going to have to defend against. It's telling me, it looks like he's going to get it. Is he going to sit? I don't care what happens Thursday. Is he going to be a member of the Supreme Court? Is he going to be a member when everything's said is done? Is he going to sit on the Supreme Court? Whether it's this year, next year, or whenever. Is he ever going to sit on the Supreme Court? I don't see it. It's the Five of Pentacles. That's like a loss of a job. A loss of income. But there's a window of hope. He's going to have to go in his inner strength. He's going to have some stress. It's going to be stressful. But he's going to try to go forward with his words and his thoughts with action. So, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Because it's saying, in all actuality, he's not going to it's saying that he might get it. Like the other cards are saying he might get it. I'm not even talking about the other reading. Like it's going to look like it's going to go through, but in the end, it doesn't look like he's going to be it. Like in the end, it doesn't look like he's going to be it. Okay, so if he's not going to be on the Supreme Court, what's going to happen to him? He's trying to hold it together. He's trying to put together what is lost, what he has left. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is like, let me figure out what I have and try to work with what I have. And trying to hold it together. Trying to build a foundation. Trying to hold it together. You know, hold my pennies. You know, trying to conserve. Because I don't know when I'm going to get more of it. It's like the end, because of this, it's telling me wand, sexual, the details. So this is telling me lovers, penis, in the details. I know he said he was a virgin. I don't know if people are now going to come out and say otherwise. I'm not sure, but or I'm not sure. But I don't think he's going to, whether he gets appointed or not, I don't know if he's ever going to sit on the Supreme Court. Does that make sense? I don't think he's going to actually sit on the Supreme Court. Whether they say he is or not, I don't think he's going to. Do we have an idea who is going to be on the Supreme Court? Do we have an idea who's going to be on the Supreme Court? No. The public. It might be a woman. A woman. There's going to be a woman. You're going to feel the loss, the public opinion, the public outcry. The next appointment's going to be a woman, I think. I don't think, whether they appoint him or not, I don't think he's ultimately, even though they appoint him, I don't know, how long from appointment do you actually get? For some reason, I don't see him still, even though I'm seeing success and I'm seeing all that other stuff, that things look good, then maybe something that, I don't know, but I do see a woman. A woman. A woman. For public opinion, they're going to put a woman. A woman. It's going to be a woman. We'll see. I don't know. This was like a stressed out reading. I'm not sure what's going on. There's like so many different players, but you guys heard the questions I've asked as I went. You guys seen the cards. You see me go through them. So you tell me what you think. All right? Bye.